boys and girls? Is delulu the solulu? I guess if you do delulu right. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Reese and this is Reese Gray Analyzes, and I'm so excited that you guys decided to adventure with me today. On Reese Gray Analyzes, we look at creations and experiences in art, media, music, and even video games to explore exactly why we think the way we think, question what we believe, and learn something new. And if you're familiar with Instagram at all, you've probably seen the ideas romanticizing and fantasizing and manifesting your life through none other than vision boards. Do they work? Manifesting a good life is literally sometimes at the bottom of my list, and I'm just sometimes concerned with just living life. However, the desire, the need to be creative, create something, look forward to something, and especially in bouts of mental illness as well, I understand that having something to look forward to and creating things for yourself can be a really good way to pull yourself out of a bad place. However, who cares what I have to say? This is Reese Gray Analyzes. What do the experts have to say? What do the academics have to say? So as you can see, I'm standing in the middle of my room. I'm going to bring you to my computer. This is going to be a way different format and it's going to be fun. I recognize that when I said it was going to be fun, that sounded much more threatening than I originally wanted it to sound. So you're safe. You're going to be okay. All right, let's freaking sit down. This is the angle we're going with. Hold on. Much better. So let me share with you guys my noticias. All right, nerds, you want knowledge? I'll give you knowledge. I'll just sit here while you read. So academics who do believe that vision boards are a creative tool for self-exploration and identity development, this is what they gotta say. So there's a framework called the social cognitive career theory. And in this study specifically, they're talking about how vision boards enhance self-efficacy beliefs. So the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, capable of withstanding adversity. So for this study, they studied these students from a rural community from low socioeconomic statuses. So this just means children in poorer neighborhoods. They assert that vision boards helped kids to see themselves better. It helped them believe in themselves. So it's not that manifesting magically whips up things, but it helps you find the strength within yourself to achieve what you think you might not be able to achieve. It helps you have a visual medium to explore the parts of yourself that may be difficult to verbally express. And especially since this study deals with children too, a lot of the time children or adolescents don't have the verbiage. They literally, don't have the language yet to express themselves, and doing so with an artistic medium helps with self-exploration and creating a healthy sense of self. I mean, if delulu is the solulu works for you, it works for me. I go by that. I'll probably put that on my vision board. And then the article gives some sample vision boards that were made by real students. When someone asks you, what do you want to do when you grow up? It's usually job-centered, like, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a teacher. But here in this vision board, we see that the kids, in their mind, they want to make a difference. They want to expect amazing things coming out of their words and their throat. Live with boldness in their heart. Feel beautiful. Stand out. This is beautiful in ways that kids wouldn't usually express themselves, because in like a more capitalistic society, your value is based off of what you can produce, right? And so this is a way to challenge those preconceived notions. And this other one, they're a rebel, unusual, support, rebuild, togetherness, start now. These little phrases that are value-based, very nuanced and abstract instead of tangible, but it gets people thinking. So many things are possible if you just value togetherness and support and a place to call home. The world opens for you instead of making you feel like you have to live in the stringent line, like, I want to be a doctor, so I got to go to med school, got to sacrifice sleep, stuff like that. How stressed people get, even adults get, about reaching their goals. So if it works for kids, why wouldn't it work for adults? So far, the pro argument is pretty strong. For some students who don't have adults to look up to, and this extends beyond children, for any adult who didn't have someone to look up to, because we all know that our identities are shaped so strongly within childhood, and we carry that trauma and experience into our adulthood, and it affects how we make decisions now, our childhood, always. That's why people are in therapy. And so when you don't have a supportive support system, be it at your house or in your school, by being from a low socioeconomic background, maybe your peers as well, they don't really believe in themselves because of the environment that they're put in. Not much is expected from them, and so they don't expect much of themselves. And this is also known as social capital. So capital is also described as money. So lacking social capital is lacking the social skills or knowledge to lead a more privileged life. So having social capital will be getting an education that values you as a student, teachers who believe in you, sometimes in inner city schools, in the United States at least. Not much is required from children of low socioeconomic backgrounds because it's basically just glorified babysitting. And I'm sure people will come in the comments and say as well, most schools are like that. So do tell me in the comments how social capital has affected, the way that you grew up and the way that you envision yourself. Has a lack or abundance of social capital allowed you to either succeed more or been a hindrance to your growth? For me, definitely growing up in a military family, moving countries every 4 years, I definitely benefited a lot from that social capital of being a traveled child. I think a lot of military kids would say the same thing, but then again, we have more like avoidance in relationships because we're afraid of connecting on a deeper level because we know that people are just going to leave. So a lot of the time we're afraid to make deep connections and deep relationships. However, on the surface, we're very, very good at molding in, fitting in, chameleoning, but don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable and able to make deep friendships. So that's just kind of like where I'm coming from with the whole social capital type of thing. But I would say definitely I would have more to be thankful for than to not being a military child. And I'm really curious to hear like if there's anybody else who grew up with parents in the military who had a similar or different experiences. I bet it would change a lot depending on where your parents were stationed as well. So here as well, I'll move my face a little bit so you guys could see. Vision boards are a visual medium in order to answer abstract questions such as, what do I want after I graduate? What are my values? And they really solve these complex questions of uncertainty that are really difficult to verbalize, because instead it's like, well, what do you want after I graduate? And then it's just like a picture of money, a picture of a dog, a picture of their own place to stay, an apartment. And it's really something to just simplify really complex and scary issues like, how am I going to provide for myself? Do I get a higher education? Do I go into job training right away? Instead, is college not for me? And instead of facing those very, very complex, abstract, nuanced things, you ease a child, ease a person into exploring these deep, complex issues by just saying, under it all, what are your values? Being safe, being secure, finding love, finding closeness, having fun. And those things are much less scary to deal with. And then so a TLDR, counselors can use vision boards to promote communication and future goal setting in a very simple and safe and creative and fun way. And I'll leave this article in the description as well as reesegray.com for you guys. If you guys are educators, there is a very, very detailed process of creating vision boards that can really boil down step by step how to support your students or how to support your kids or little brothers and sisters to do a little fun project for yourself or for the people that you love. And then to round off this article, they list some limitations that come through with making vision boards. Commercialization of magazine advertisements can shape students' thinking about their identities. Same with beauty standards, especially if you're using magazines. Maybe when they post out beauty, they're not thinking of that inner beauty or the uniqueness in themselves that makes them beautiful, but being beautiful enough for a magazine. So there are some limitations here, but it's definitely a place for a nuanced conversation and just a way to build awareness around media, like media literacy. One more pro before we get to anti. This is on Wellness Wednesday for a community college. So it's catered more towards adults. So basically different types of vision boards like collages, digital boards like Pinterest, bullet journals that can all help towards positive self-talk. Let's get to the anti-vision board. Anti-vision boards. Let's see what people gotta say. Nell Farber of Psychology Today says, throw away your vision board. Action boards are for achieving. So let's see. So this psychologist is saying that vision boards are a way to use the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is not new. It's just whatever you put out, things will be attracted to you. So basically, instead of taking a more nuanced approach, like the article that we first read, it's more saying that delulu is not the solulu. And it cites some experiments at the University of California, just giving us a TLDR from study groups, that they asked two different sets of groups to visualize their success. And the first group, actually, that visualized their success performed worse on the test than the group that did not. Group A, the people who visualized their success, felt better about themselves, but they achieved less during the exam. But there's nuance here. The students visualizing their success studied less and made lower grades, but the group that visualized studying itself prepared better and studied more and scored higher grades. So it's just kind of not blindly expecting good things coming to you, but visualizing the act of working hard and knowing that you still have to study and valuing discipline will help you succeed. Experiment 2, and that I will link in the description and on reesegray.com. A similar study showed similar results for golfers and tennis players. They are more successful if they imagine themselves training rather than winning. They asked a group of obese women in a weight reduction program where they were mentally. So they asked them, how would you feel if you were, for example, tempted by pizza? And their responses were ranked from very negative to very positive. The people who believed in themselves in the midst of temptation would act well, if they had positive self-talk, if they believed in themselves that they were going through that moment of uncomfortableness, not being able to have that treat in order for long-term goals of weight loss, if they believe in their ability to do that, they lost on average 26 pounds less than those with negative self-talk. Similar to experiment number 4, with a group of students who had serious crushes on some classmates, were asked to imagine what would happen in various scenarios. Those with positive self-talk, believing that they would deal with this situation positively, such as their fantasizing was, well, when they come in, our eyes will meet and it'll be love at first sight, instead of when they come in, I'm probably gonna trip and fart or whatever. 5 months later, those with positive fantasies were likely to have been forthcoming about their crush or made advances towards relationships with them, and those with negative self-talk did not. And interestingly, experiment 5, senior students were asked to note how often they fantasized about getting dream jobs after graduation. Students who just fantasized about the success in a 2-year follow-up submitted fewer job applications, received fewer job offers, and had smaller salaries than those who just put in the work. So in conclusion, those who make vision boards and just fantasize I want to be rich, not I want to make a difference. And in this article as well, which will be linked in the description and on reesegray.com if you want to check it out for yourself, this psychotherapist says that vision boards don't work and what you should do instead, and that vision boards do much more harm than good. So this psychotherapist is talking about his anecdotal evidence of seeing people who try to manifest their dreams to come true. And this article, much like the first article, says that focusing on attaining your goal as opposed to the effort it will take to succeed will increase your chances of failure. So, boys and girls, is delulu the solulu? I guess if you do delulu, right? So this psychotherapist says if vision boards are filled with everything that you hope to have someday, but it won't help you achieve it, what will? Instead of thinking that you want to be skinny, say you want to go to the gym, you want to change your diet, you want to work out. Instead of saying I want to be a millionaire, say you want to study hard. You want to figure out investing. You want to research how to do that the best. Then you'll equip yourself to go out and get it. Beautifully said here, the way you think is important. It affects how you feel and how you behave. But thinking alone and starting a vision board won't change your life. Manifesting in itself does not work. Positive thinking only works when it's combined with positive action. So, let's make a vision board the right way. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, here we are to canva.com. Thank you, Canva, for sponsoring No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna pick the best vision board, I guess that's subjective, so that I like to use as a template. Remember our advice that we got from the experts. So, my inspiration. I think I am inspired. Literally, I am so inspired by Kazuha's abs. I want to keep going to the gym every day. Whee! Keep going to the gym every day. That's our first inspiration. You know what? These are more goals than inspiration, right? I'm going to throw these into goals, actually. Keep going to gym every day. Practice new dances every week. Tell me in the comments if I'm getting any of these wrong based off of the advice that we just got. Maybe I didn't think about it well enough and I'm doing a really bad job right now. And also leave what you want to do in the comments too. Seriously, I might change some stuff on here. Upload YouTube video 2+ times a week, which we have been doing so far in January into February, and I'm really loving it. I really am. Just jumping around here too, for the places that I will go to, I always get really stuck on going back to places that I lived as a child, or back to South Korea where I was going to college, and my goals were always to go back to the same places, right? But now I kind of want to change that. I want to try being open to new adventures in my life, and the places that I kind of want to go involve places that are one time in the world places. Maybe Walt Disney World, I do it once, right? I really wanted to go to Shanghai Disney World and Hong Kong, places like Shanghai, Hong Kong, they would be places that I go to once. So let's put that verbally here. Yeah, let's add it there, and let's put it in, what color is Disney? Blue? Shanghai, Hong Kong, yeah. Or Florida too. Let's throw Florida. We're just gonna kind of leave it in black, I guess, because it shows up the best in black. So we'll do that. Jumping around again, I think inspiration. I think it's fine to put people in places and things that inspire you, just to remind me of who I want to be like. So there's this other YouTuber and her name is Smoky Glow, and oh my god, I think that she comes across as a very beautiful and genuine person. So I'm gonna put Smoky Glow as my inspiration. I'm also gonna put Stephanie Sue, even though since she's been doing her true crime, and I don't like to listen to true crime that much, it's too scary for me. I really love her personality, and I've been following her since the beginning, and I really watched her develop into more outgoing. So I really love her too. So I'll put Smoky Glow and Stephanie Sue. I'm gonna put Alexis Eldridge on here too. I really loved her whole YouTube journey too. Will she notice me, senpai? Someday? Probably not, but oh god. Literally, I think the 4th or 5th time I've even freaking, like, mentioned her. What if I spelled her name wrong? Should I check it? It's fine. Are you guys familiar with Yuna from ITZY? Because she is literally the queen of audacity. She loves herself so much unapologetically, and I literally love her for it. So we're gonna put Yuna from ITZY. It's not shy. My dreams, I definitely like want to make YouTube like my thing, guys. Like to get 10K subscribers and get like that what was that? What was that? The 10K plaque? Let's put that on here. Yeah, the 10K subscribers play button. So we'll just verbalize that over here. I also want to try getting better at editing in Sony Vegas. I'll put that on too because I really do want to improve like as an editor just to make things more like enjoyable to watch. I really want to do like a Southeast Asia tour, like Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Philippines, like take like months. Honestly, like that would be amazing to just take the months to travel Southeast Asia. I would really like to go back to Okinawa. That's where I grew up. You know what I really want to do too, especially like being living in California right now, what's like super duper easy to do is take a Mexico cruise. That would be awesome. That's our last thing. So it's just complicated because I do want to work harder at work so I can make more money, but then that would take time away from like the creative stuff and the YouTube stuff that I'm doing. Oh, my book. My book. Duh. What the hell? I'm going to add my book here. Publish my book. And then I want to try as well improving as a writer. Working hard at writing more consistently. And then definitely focusing on the Reese Gray Analyzes brand, because I have noticed that my branding, like I'm not consistent with like making everything that I do like a little bit academic because that's what people are here for. And so I want to promise you guys that I will try to stay loyal to my brand. Like Reese Gray Analyzes, like make everything meaningful, you know? I think it was important for me to have a few like just plain creative ones just to get back into the mood of like making content. But now that I'm here, I want to stay consistent and loyal to that. Give you guys like what like you like came here for, what you deserve being subscribed here. I also wanted to add like more interpersonal stuff, like never take like a dog or Thomas for granted. You know, just you have to appreciate the people around you. For goals too, I want to have like more sister time. I've been missing my sister a lot. So. My mom also really wants to like do a video together. Like she wants to like be a guest and stuff, and I'm just thinking of the best way to do that. So I'll put for my goals because she really wants to. So we'll have my mom on a video. When I was still streaming, she would call me freaking all the time because she could never figure out how to like log into Twitch and watch me. So she'd like call me and be like, I really like want to watch your stream, and she got confused and was using like my little brother's like laptop and stuff and thought that she needed to watch me on Steam, not stream, like Steam. And she was all like, which game are you? And I was like, which game am I playing? So I like told her Kirby or whatever, and then she was just like, where are you? And then I was like, what the hell? But she was on Steam, not stream, the Twitch stream. Anyway, she's insane. She's so much fun. She would be fun on a video, but what do we do? What do me and Hello Mom do? All right, for my last dream, I'm just gonna do something that like I enjoy to do. I really enjoy listening to audiobooks. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna like put audiobooks here. Bro, I'm literally gonna put like eat high protein so I get fit. Like literally. I'm gonna do that. All right, here it is. Here's our vision board. I really love it. I really, really do. It's so cute. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this on our Notion board. So this Notion board here, this vision board was on Alexis Eldridge's template for her Notion, and now we have one ourselves. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the picture. Oh no, it's 5 megabytes above the limit. I'm so sad. Wait, no. What, how much is it? $10 a month? Oh, No. What if I make it half the size? It worked! We did it! Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh! Okay, let's delete this one. Okay, excellent. Let's make it smaller. Oops. Oh, I love it. This is my Notion template. Okay, you guys, if you want to see like my these are my monthly check-ins. So if you go to Reese Gray Analyzes, my monthly check-ins are like this: January 2024 productivity check-in. I also have one for like February and March. Like I do them every month, and we use Notion for that. So we use this one. So if you guys want to check out like what's happening here, check out those videos, and those are uploaded monthly. And I freaking love our vision board. Our vision board done right. And with that, we are done for today. We did our our vision board, and I love it. I love it so much, and I love you guys. And I'll see you all next time. Okay, love you. Bye.